Next up, learn about the life-saving medication that may be coming to a college campus near you.
The former CDC Director testifies about losing her job. We have the story coming up.
A bird that was extinct may be making a comeback. We'll have more for you later in the show.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Evanson Franklove.
And I'm Annie Tomlin. The former director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention appeared in a testy hearing today on Capitol Hill, saying Health Secretary RFK Jr. is putting politics before public health. Michael Yoshida shares the details of this morning's fiery hearing.
Dr. Susan Menard is testifying after her tenure as director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention lasted just 29 days.
I was fired for holding the line on scientific integrity.
Dr. Menard, as the first Senate-confirmed CDC director, was ousted last month amid clashes with U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. over vaccine policies and staffing. The ex-director saying Kennedy demanded all CDC policy and personnel decisions be cleared by political staff and asked her to commit in advance to approving vaccine recommendations and fire without cause career officials responsible for vaccine policy.
I responded that I could not pre-approve recommendations without reviewing the evidence, and I had no basis to fire scientific experts. He told me he had already spoken with the White House several times about having me removed.
Secretary Kennedy, who previously described Dr. Menard as a public health expert with unimpeachable credentials, said this earlier in the month when asked by senators about the firing.
I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, "Are you a trustworthy person?" And she said no.
Also testifying Wednesday, Dr. Deborah Howry, who stepped down from her role as the CDC's chief medical officer in protest after Menard's ouster.
I resigned because CDC leaders were reduced to rubber stamps, supporting policies not based in science, and putting American lives at risk.
In Washington, Michael Yoshida reporting.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has not responded to the ousted director's testimony.
It sounds like a storm is brewing on Capitol Hill.
It sure does, but here in Texas, it doesn't seem like any storms are going to be coming our way. Our weather anchor, Leah Correas, is here tonight to tell us what to expect. Leah?
Good news, Annie. No storms here. As we can see, it is 95 degrees out there and it is sunny. It feels 95. If we look at tonight's weather, it is going to go down to 79 degrees, but it's going to be a warm 79 because it's going to feel 81 degrees out there. If we look at tomorrow's weather, it goes right back up to 94 degrees and it will feel 95. That's it for our first look. Stay tuned for the full weather look coming up soon.
Thank you, Leah. Do you still have student loans waiting to be forgiven? Well, the Department of Education has released an official update on student loan reimbursement applications as to when you can expect an answer. The government says 305,000 applications have been reviewed, with more than 1 million more still waiting for a decision. There were nearly 2 million applications in the backlog, and the department says they are working to try and catch up. Bottom line, don't expect an answer next week. More than 100 students and staff at University of California are suing the Trump administration. The suit was filed in federal court by employees of the University of California, claiming the administration was forcing conservative ideas into the curriculum. This is after the administration suspended research grants and imposed a $1.2 billion fine on the school. The government claims civil rights violation and anti-Semitism. The Trump administration also demands that the school changes its policy on diversity and gender identity with admissions and hiring. The lawsuit was filed by 21 unions and faculty associations.
And in Texas, the education scene is also dealing with budget and funding cuts. One of these, called House Bill 2, has caused a lot of discussion because it changes funding to special education programs. NTTV's Landry Brady has more on what special ed teachers are facing this fall.
Funding for public schools has been a hot topic of conversation among educators and parents alike in the last couple of years. Specifically this year, however, it has seemed to be more of an important topic, especially when it comes to conversations about funding programs like special education.
The interest is in special ed, which it needs to be, because now more than ever, we have more and more students what we call under the special ed umbrella.
Enrollment for these programs in the 2014-2015 school year was around 8%. But just last year, that number has increased roughly 6%, with over 800,000 students enrolled in these programs. But with the increase in students, why hasn't there been an increase in funding?
Obviously, it needs to be increased. You're talking nearly 30 years that the special education formula, the way they calculate what needs to be spent per student, really hasn't been addressed.
However, we might see change soon thanks to House Bill 2, a primary funding bill for schools in this session. This bill will increase special ed funding by over $600 million. Additionally, this bill will also change the current system of funding, which is based only on the number of kids, to now giving funding based on students' individual needs.
I might have one student that receives 4 different therapies, and I might have another student who is just in the special ed classroom, but there aren't those extra services. If we're receiving the same funding for that student's not costing us the same amount for the district.
It could be a range from things from ADHD to dyslexia now to a behavior disorder. Each one of those requires different resources, some more than others. I think the bill that's in place right now could potentially address a lot of those individualized needs.
House Bill 2 has officially gone into effect as of September 1st. However, the change to special education program funding and structure will not happen until the 2026-2027 school year. For North Texas Television, I am Landry Brady.
A new art exhibit here on campus is giving a platform for creatives with disabilities.
Our live shot anchor Lucy Ritchie is there now to see how this exhibit is making the invisible visible.
That's right, guys. I'm here at the UNT CoLab, where a powerful community art exhibition, Invisibly Visible, is now open to the public. This free exhibit shines light on the works of Texan creatives with disabilities. Artwork ranging from writing to visual media, the exhibition features work from more than 20 local artists. The exhibit will be on view from today until Friday, September 26th. Tickets are not required, but it's visible to me that the artwork here is priceless. To find more information about the event, you can go to the UNT calendar, where more times are listed and on how to get here. But the creativity does not stop there. UNT is known to be a hub for creativity and artwork, and our reporter Beth Spicer tells us exactly how we can experience that more. Beth?
Thank you, Lucy. As fellow students know, college can be very stressful. If arts and crafts is your way to relax, look no further than the Union Arts Center.
College can be a lot on anyone, especially those who are new to it. The Union Arts Center, located in the Union, provides a way for students to de-stress and also release a little bit of creativity amongst it all.
The Union Arts Center is a space for students to come in and do free arts programming. We're open Monday through Friday, providing fun stuff to do. Today we're doing wood burning. Tomorrow we are going to be doing little magnets for your fridge, so we've always got fun stuff going on.
Here at the Union Arts Center, there's a lot of different activities that go on each week, including wood burning.
The Union Arts Center is a place of fun for all students on campus.
Not only for art students, but also non-art students to come and try, different crafts and things like that. Because I know you have to be a certain major, especially to take art classes. Like if you're not within CVAD, sometimes they won't let students take art classes. So we kind of offer like a lot of different things here, so like everything under the sun. Just to kind of, help that people touch into their creative side. And, yeah.
Make like a really dark mark, but just be careful.
If you're looking for a place to express all these things in your head, especially creativity, and you can't necessarily take an art class or you're a part of a major that's very stressful, I would say come to this place to find, not only just make friends, it's very easy to, I feel like, to talk to people in here because they're all wanting to do the same thing you're wanting to do. It's a good place to find and make new connections, a good way to express creativity, and just take a second to just breathe. It's a very chill atmosphere, and the people are very nice and very respectful.
Reporting for North Texas Television, this is Beth Spicer.
So next time you are looking for something fun to do, go get crafty. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Beth. Coming up, a life-saving medication is on hand around Texas, but it may be coming to UNT's campus.
And if you're a fan of this warm weather, you're in luck. We'll show you what's in store for the North Texas region.
And I'm joining you here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my God, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my God.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our Mean Green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
We're tracking a new statewide initiative aimed at preventing overdose deaths on college campuses. Reporter Aaliyah Bordeaux is at Rubber Gloves Rehearsal Studio and can tell us more about this new effort. Aaliyah?
Thanks, Evanson. I'm here at Rubber Glove Studio where they have a public naloxone machine available for use. Naloxone Texas is working to make this life-saving medication available to the public. Now, UNT police and local police already have this life-saving medication, but UTSA professor and the director of Naloxone Texas is working to change this. Naloxone is the drug that can reverse an opioid or fentanyl overdose. Experts say fentanyl is now the leading cause of death of people aged 18 to 45, which is the exact age range of most college students. Dr. Tara Carnes-Wright, the director of Naloxone Texas, says there's no systematic plan for now in colleges to have naloxone accessible like high schools or workplace locations do. The program aims to change that. Organizers are calling for colleges and universities to sign up if they want free kits and training. If you attend a university, you will need to keep an eye out for this and check out whether your school is participating. With North Texas Television, I'm Aaliyah Bordeaux. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Leah. You know, it still kind of feels like summer on campus.
Well, I hope you like the warm weather, Annie. Our weather reporter, Marguerite Calkins, shows us how the seasons are shifting later and later.
Fall isn't what it used to be. Warmer weather is delaying cold fronts. It is cutting back on snow across the U.S. Chris Warren has more with the details on this warm weather.
There's a chill in the air, but maybe you've noticed fall's not as cold as it used to be. Across the U.S., that real chill, that first freeze, is taking longer to arrive thanks to climate change. Traditionally, September kicks off the first freeze in the Rockies and the northern states. October spreads it across the Midwest and Northeast. By November, even southern states start to get a little frosty, except Florida, of course. But warming falls are pushing those dates back. In fact, 85% of cities studied by researchers at Climate Central have seen average first freeze dates come later in the year. And as chilly temperatures take longer to arrive, so does any snow. Early season snowfall has declined since 1970 in every region in the country. So enjoy that pumpkin spice latte and a big dose of this fall weather. But that first taste of winter may just have to wait.
As the season shifts, experts say this could reshape everything from farming to family traditions. It's here in Texas, the heat will linger just a little longer. Even the Farmer's Almanac predicts the first North Texas freeze will not come until the last weeks of November. Since the weather's nice, I'll stay out here with the swings. With NTTV, I'm Marguerite Calkins.
Marguerite, a fall drink is something that I need because that was not the weather report I was hoping to hear about.
To be fair, it is generally warmer now than it used to be, but I agree with you.
Well, let's check back in with our weather anchor, Leah Correas, and see what updates she has getting us through the week. Leah?
Thanks, Evanson. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the heat is here to stay. If we look at our local map, you'll see that if it were to be a report card, you would want this 90s all around, with the exception of Stephenville. I'm covering it. Stephenville down here with an 89 degrees, technically a B+. So still pretty good, but in terms of heat, it's still pretty warm. Let's see how that looks on our state map. If we see still 90s overall, but the West does get to be the lucky few that get those temperatures in the 80s. Abilene, Amarillo, El Paso, you guys get temperatures of 88, 82, and 89. Let's see if we get some of that luck this upcoming week. If we look at our weather for Thursday, we have a high of 94 degrees, a low of 69. Same thing for Friday, we have a high of 94 with a low of 70. And we don't see some changes until Sunday with a high of 88 and a 40% chance of rain. Monday, the first day of fall, we have a high of 92 degrees with chances of storms that go all the way till Tuesday. And like Annie says, the sun always comes out tomorrow. So Wednesday we'll have a high of 89 and sunny skies. Hopefully that stays. This has been the full weather look. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Leah. UNT is keeping its faculty senate despite a new state law that has other state schools eliminating the longstanding organization. The legislature passed Senate Bill 37, strictly limiting the role of faculty senates, requiring university presidents to designate specific members. The University of Texas system, including UT Austin, eliminated their faculty senates, but the president of the UNT Senate worked over the summer to restructure UNT Assembly. UNT President Harrison Keller says that the new state law is designed to help restore public confidence in higher education. President Keller has to appoint new members to the Senate prior to January.
When we come back, we will show you the famous TV coffee shop that is moving from the big screen into reality.
And up next, a beloved bird may be returning from extinction. Don't go away.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DATQ's online baking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DATQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Hey, Evanson, do you remember dodo birds?
Did you just call me a dodo?
No, I said dodo birds. We might get a chance to see them once again. Our segment anchor, Mavish Shah, has more. Mavish?
Thanks, Annie. Dodo birds have been extinct for almost 400 years, but there's a chance they're coming back. Now, this might sound like something out of Jurassic Park, but it's real. A Dallas company called Colossal Biosciences is using genetic engineering to recreate the infamous birds. The company has successfully cultured cells from the dodo's closest living relative, Nicobar pigeons, and hopes to recreate the bird itself in the next few years. The company is also working on resurrecting other extinct animals like woolly mammoths and Tasmanian tigers. Science and technology are making significant advancements in the modern age, and I, for one, am so excited to see what happens. Annie, Evanson, how about you guys?
You know what, Mavish? I think that it would be pretty cool to see some dodo birds again.
Yeah, you know it would be, but my favorite bird is actually an eagle.
I grew up watching Eagles football. Thanks, Mom.
Well, Andy, we're in Cowboys country, and our sports anchor, Gabby Pippins, is here with updates about the Cowboys and UNT sports. Gabby?
That's right, guys. The Cowboys kicked the Giants out of AT&T Stadium Sunday. I'll have a look at the player of the game, an update on the Rangers-Astros series, and a preview of UNT volleyball when we come back.
And now we return to Fabric of Passion.
Oh, Hector, it will be so hard for us to part, but we must.
But, my love, what did I do? I thought we were meant to be together forever.
I am so disheartened to say that you're just not in style anymore. But you will be, to someone else, in a better place.
You're gonna shred me?
No.
I'm donating you to one of the many clothing donation boxes available on campus. There is one in the Union by the Syndicate and one on Union Circle Drive.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so? I'm gonna be someone's new shirt.
I thought you'd be more distressed.
Oh, absolutely not. It was cramped in your closet anyways.
Maybe you would like to be shredded after all.
Hey UNT, the State Fair has finally arrived, so mark off your calendars, get your nicest cowboy hat, and join us here on Wednesday the 16th because we're going to be hosting 3 different live shows from the State Fair. Our 2 English shows will go live at noon and at 6 p.m., and our Spanish show will go live at 3:30. We'll be showing you some of the most iconic events as well as some behind-the-scenes action, so make sure you don't miss it. Come join us at the State Fair of Texas, where the sight, sound, and flavors of Texas come alive on October 16th.
Can I see your voter registration, please? All right, you're good. No registration, no entry. All right. Let me see your voter registration card, please.
I'm not registered to vote.
No registration, no entry.
Dude, my friends are already in there.
No registration, no entry.
What the?
Join the club. Register to vote today.
To nobody's surprise, Dallas Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey was named the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. This title comes after he single-handedly, or I guess I should say single-footedly, kicked Dallas to victory against the New York Giants Sunday afternoon. Aubrey was 4 for 4 in the season-opening NFC East showdown game. He took things into overtime with an impressive 64-yard field goal and sealed the victory for Dallas with a 46-yarder. Aubrey leads the NFL with the longest field goal this season and is ranked #1 in fantasy football among kickers. And the Texas Rangers slid into 5th in the American League wildcard race with another loss last night. They're in a 3-game Lone Star showdown against the Houston Astros, and they're hoping to avoid being swept tonight. The Rangers lost 6-3 on Monday thanks to Zach Cole's early home run, and they also had a tough game last night. The Astros' Jeremy Pena came out with a bang, scoring 2 runs early on. Houston got 4 runs on the board in the 4th, and the Rangers finally responded with a 373-foot Cody Freeman solo homer. 2 quiet innings passed, and the Rangers rallied with 4 runs in the 8th, but it just wasn't enough to beat Houston. Texas lost 6-5 and fell to 79-73 on the season, so all eyes are on tonight's 3rd and final game. They'll face the Astros once again at 7:10 p.m., so be sure to tune in and cheer our Rangers on. And finally, our very own Mean Green volleyball team will have their last non-conference tournament of the season starting tomorrow afternoon. They'll face LA Tech on Tarleton State's turf in the Texas Classic at 2 p.m. The Mean Green are 22-13 against the Bulldogs and won 18 of their last 19 matchups. Then UNT will play Arkansas Pine Bluff for the first time in program history on Friday. Same time, same place. Finally, we'll challenge the host team, Tarleton State, in the last match of the tournament, Saturday at 1 p.m. We lead against them 5-0, including our 3-set sweep at home in 2021, so this tournament looks pretty promising. That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. Evanson, have you seen the show Friends? I've always wanted to try the coffee that they have on that show.
Of course I have. How you doing?
Okay, so you have seen the show.
That's right, that's right. And these are artists' rendering of the new shop, Central Perk Coffee, coming to New York City. The idea creating and sharing unforgettable moments. Exceptional coffee and delicious food, just like the show. It's going to in a permanent spot in Times Square coming late fall.
Thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.